Hey guys, so I'm going to tell you guys a quick story that helped me remember what cd4 counts are associated with what opportunistic infections for diseases. So this is just like a little helpful story to maybe help you remember values for a test or just to know it in general. I made it up myself. So I'm going to read the full story first and then we'll go over it. So you have a 50-year-old patient and he's telling you his experience about how he developed HIV and then subsequently AIDS. So he says, at first, you may not realize there's a problem. I contracted well-known and popular infections, so it didn't concern me too much, like TB, pneumonia, PJP, herpes, and thrush. But then your immune system is history. You're so sick that you can't even see your cats, which has you spinning in circles. At the end, since you got sick from your cats, and now you have a humongous fear of basically everything. You're so scared you don't even want to go outside because you think you're going to get sick from birds. So what does that story have to do with the opportunistic infections? And I'm sure you guys could have probably figured it out right now. So why did I say 50-year-old patient? 50-year-old patient, as the cd4 count, opportunistic infection categories drop by 50s. It starts out at 200. So at first, you may not realize there's a problem. You contract well-known and popular infections, so it doesn't concern you too much. 200 is our starting cd4 count for these opportunistic infections that we're going to monitor. So it doesn't scare me too much. It's going to be these popular things that we've heard of, right? I mean, obviously, these aren't good things to have, but a lot of the general public knows what TB is, knows what pneumonia is. Yes, it is PJP that we're talking about here, but again, it's just a helpful little thing to help you remember. A lot of people know what thrush is from children, right? People know what herpes is. So again, he wasn't too scared at first. 200, cd4 count, TB, PJP, herpes zoster, and thrush. Candida. I can't even pronounce it. But then his immune system was history. Histoplasmosis is the next one. That is another thing. It's a separate little clause here. It's going to go down by 50. So cd4 count under 150, you're going to be concerned for histoplasmosis. Now, he is too sick that he can't even see his cats. Why cats? Toxoplasmosis. Think of another situation where somebody might have to stay away from some cats. It's pregnant ladies, right? So the torch pneumonic, it starts with toxoplasmosis, and that's because that's found in cat litter. So pregnant women are discouraged from being by cat litter. So that's what that's kind of mimicking there. So he's too sick, he can't even see his cats. That's what he's getting told from the doctor. Hey, watch out with the litter. I don't want you around it. You know, you're that sick now. And that's causing him to spin in circles. So why is it causing him to spin in circles? Why is it circles? So there's a couple things, actually. So Cryptococcus, right? Coccus bacteria is spherical. It's shaped like a circle. And then you can also think, if you don't remember that with circles, crypto coins, right? Coins are circles. But the circles have another purpose too, and it's to remind you that this is now going to be at a cd4 count below 100 that has two circles in it. So at the end, we're now at our last one. It's going to be 50. He has now reached the age of 50. This is the end for we'll call him Pete. At the end, you're now too scared to go outside at the huge fear that you could even get sick from birds. Well, why does he think that? Well, his doctor doesn't even want him to see a cat. So now he's like, screw that. I'm just scared of everything at this point. I'm history. My immune system's crap. I thought everything was normal. But now I can get sick from my cat's crap. I don't want to go outside. There's so many animals outside. Well, what type of bird or animals are outside? Birds, right? I have a huge fear, big fear, cytomegalovirus, that I could even get sick from birds. That's going to be Mycobacterium avium complex. That comes from bird droppings. So to go over it again, a cd4 count under 200 are the things that you weren't too concerned with at first. TB, PJP, thrush, and yes, I know it's something else, I just can't pronounce it, herpes zoster. Then you were history below 150. At 100, you were spinning in circles because you couldn't see your cats, so Cryptococcus and toxoplasmosis. And lastly, you've reached the end, 50 years old, 50's at the end. You're so scared, you have this humongous phobia, cytomegalovirus, and you're so scared that you can even get sick from birds. So Mycobacterium avium complex. So I hope that helped you guys in some capacity. I did come up with that on my own. So yeah, this helped me remember it for my test, and it should help you remember it for yours. Thanks.